Walt Disney Experiences is very proud of the Disneyland Resort that was originally designed by Walt Disney himself. How proud of it are they for their 70th anniversary of the opening of the park? So proud that they actually showed images of Walt Disney World instead of Disneyland. Let's talk about the Magic Kingdom here on That Park Place. Hello, I am Jonas J. Campbell, an investigative reporter for That Park Place, and here with me is my Wookiee co-pilot, Mr. VashSky. Vash, I hope you had a good holiday, sir.
I had a very good holiday. Thank you so much for asking. Actually, a couple weeks before the holiday, visited Disneyland myself, and boy, oh boy, I was surprised when I saw what we're going to be talking about today, because I don't remember those buildings being in those places.
Yeah, that's a fascinating thing. You would think that the Walt Disney Company would try to find somebody who knew where all the buildings were at Disneyland when they did an ad like this. I don't know if they hired it out to someone else or what, but that brain drain at the company. Forgive the sarcasm. We're gonna go ahead and put this up here. By the way, like the video if you find this kind of thing helpful or even funny to just poke a little fun at Disney, because they deserve it. So here's a tweet from Mr. Drew Smith. Drew the Disney Dude. New here is the first commercial for Disneyland Resort's 70th celebration starring Mickey Mouse in his new outfit for the celebration. By the way, that outfit is not symmetrical, and I hate it for that reason, very specifically. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. Eddie Sato responded to it. Very cute, but ads like happy don't sell a tangible new reason to come out, which, if anything, generates the real excitement. Maybe the Walt audio animatronic will. Look at those pirates right there. I actually like the nostalgia myself. So nostalgic that I wish they put the right park in the ad. But I've told you. Now I need to show you. Here we go.
Something happy is happening.
Yeah. Again, this outfit is not symmetrical, and I hate it for that reason. I don't hate it because it's Disney. I hate it because it's not symmetrical. I'm not going to do this for the entire ad, but here we go.
You don't want to miss. It's the Disneyland Resort 70th celebration. And you're invited to this special event with new nighttime shows and limited time experiences. Celebrate happy.
Look at them. They're all dancing. They're all happy. They're all going to fake Disneyland. All right, let's go back here. Yeah, these people are happy. They actually do have some kids in the ad, so at least there's that. This one's young enough that he's got a Mickey Mouse plush, but this is the area where it gets a little bit funny here. And that this compass, very famous, obviously pointing to the different lands the hub and spoke are going to here. But we're going to go over to this tweet from Mouseka Gamer to talk about this, because Mouseka Gamer did an excellent job of breaking this down. But before he does, Vash, what are your thoughts on the ad?
Yeah, I didn't think it was all that great of an ad, to be honest with you. They didn't really talk about the entertainment package that they're going to have for the 17th anniversary. I suppose because that entertainment package isn't all that impressive, to be fair. But there were some things that really could catch your attention, like Paint the Night, for example. That could really draw you in if you're releasing this on during a commercial for some sports package or something. You could really be drawn in by something like that. Also, too, the people featured in the ad, it's a choice. It's a choice.
Yeah, I saw a lot of brightly colored hair in the ad, which makes me think, okay, maybe things are different out there in Southern California. I'm more for the natural shades myself. Not saying you can't have colorful hair. It's just kind of like, all right, Disney, you keep doing what you're doing. This is from Mouseka Gamer, and Mouseka Gamer did a slowdown here and points out some of the reasons that Disneyland doesn't quite look how Disneyland is supposed to. All right, we got to zoom out, and boom, right there. Yeah, that doesn't quite work, does it? And I've got stills of these that we're going to talk about here as well. All right, well, let's slow it down, and we'll go to the actual screen caps here. The Village House, which is at the Pinocchio area up here, the Carousel, and the Fantasyland extension. Hall of Presidents rooftop, and Jagged Roofs over here. This right here. Now, I'm not a Disneyland expert. I'm very strictly like Magic Kingdom is my jam. Epcot was my favorite park before they demolished it. Now, when I say they demolished it, the park, there is a park that exists that has that name attached to it. But I digress. Vash, what is wrong with this picture?
Everything. I mean, most prominently, it's not Disneyland. As people have theorized, it looks like more like Magic Kingdom. And the real tall tale signs is really what's kind of lacking from this overall shot. We should be seeing the Matterhorn on your right. On the left, right there, it really should be a blending of the facades and backstage areas of like Pinocchio / Snow White and into actually Big Thunder. Up north, right there, we should be seeing like not only the carousel, but we should be seeing Dumbo. We should be seeing what is it, Casey Junior's Storybook Lane Canal boats, that kind of thing. And we're missing all of that. It's very apparent that this was taken from Magic Kingdom skyline, which is kind of weird because I don't know, at least in this shot right here, there's a lot more crammed into Disneyland than Magic Kingdom on this particular shot.
Now, I wonder why they did this. This all looks very familiar to me as a person who's been to Magic Kingdom many times. Obviously, that compass is not there in that same form as it is at Disneyland. The compass is not as important to the area there. I would say the partner statue, which obviously the partner statue, not original to that area. Back in the days when you could take a picture in front of the partner statue without getting in a line, that was something there. Not to get all old man shouts at sky and nostalgic here, but this entire area here is different. Let's go to the next picture here. Oh, here's a better image here. Obviously, you can see, yes, that is the Hall of Presidents rooftop. The bridge over here. Oh, there is a compass. It's just that you would never go to that compass because it is in the stage area here. You would either be going up the steps here, or you might, I guess, do they even open that area up? If you go off this way, you can go towards Liberty Square to the south of the, well, is it the south? I don't know. Below this area here, if as you're oriented, if Cinderella Castle is north, then the road to Adventureland would be to the south here, which of course Frontierland on the other side of that over here. So obviously this is the Pinocchio Village House. By the way, those bathrooms have recently reopened if you're interested in taking a leak over there. And then It's a Small World over here. These jagged roofs, of course, lead over to Tomorrowland. So yes, definitely the Magic Kingdom here instead of Disneyland, which is Walt's Magic Kingdom, but not in the way that we talk about here. These turrets right here and these ramps literally lead to nowhere. They go into the moat. So whoever blended this shot, they were hoping that you wouldn't freeze frame it and put it here. Excellent work, Mouska Gamer, for putting this all together here. Yeah, and this ramp is not as prominent. The ramp is not as big of a feature here for Magic Kingdom as it is for Disneyland as it is for Magic Kingdom. And for those of you who have not seen it, here is what it looks like on, forgive me, Magic Kingdom as opposed to Disneyland. The castle turrets, which I don't know what they actually put in these turrets, if they're just staging areas here, but this is the ramp that goes up. Here is the stage where they end up doing all of those spectaculars and things. If there's some kind of evil person that comes in and wants to take over Disney World, the Magic Kingdom, they usually do it here before Mickey defeats them. Not like Fantasmic, that's over at Hollywood Studios. And of course, this looks like this could be a parade float that's been caught on Google Maps. This is just fascinating to me that they would try this specific sleight of hand here. Vash, why does the Disney company do things like this when they know that people will be scrutinizing every little frame of what they do?
Not really sure why they did something like this, to be honest with you, because they're usually pretty careful. If they are referencing Magic Kingdom, they will usually stick to Magic Kingdom type attractions or Walt Disney World type attractions as close as possible, and really delineate between Disneyland and Magic and Walt Disney World Resort. You know, sometimes these things blend. Sometimes you'll get like a shot of Disneyland's Big Thunder, for example, pushed into an ad for Walt Disney World. That's a possibility. But something like this is really kind of strange and unusual. I'm not quite sure why they decided to blend these two together like I was saying before, there's a lot more density to the attractions for Disneyland when you zoom out in that specific shot right there. So to just maintain the consistency, you'd probably be better off. Maybe they wanted to make the castle maybe larger in this shot because the scale of it is completely out of scale.
Right. If,
It
if
should
you
be
look at
much
this
smaller.
right here, the castle is completely overshadowed by Mickey, and this angle has been chosen in a way that it is framed well if they're trying to hide the castle here and hide that the castle is small. But if you go to, let's see, which of these shots shows it the best. This makes the castle look like it is perhaps Cinderella's castle here instead of
Right.
Sleeping Beauty's castle. So I can see from a artistic standpoint if they're trying to make Sleeping Beauty castle look larger. Yeah, sure.
Yes, you could. I mean, but you could have. I would argue you could have done that with Disneyland's version of this as well. You simply have it appear much larger and maybe overtake some structures that are hard to define anyway. Perhaps they wanted that moat in front of it. I'm not quite sure. But those turrets, by the way, those turrets are for the projection sound systems that Disney has installed for those projection shows on the castle itself right there. There's a lot of interesting little stuff embedded in there.
Right, and I would say they're using a very liberal amount of cloud cover here to try to hide what they're doing, but it doesn't take much to realize which skyline is which if you're familiar with both parks. And in the age of Instagram, if we want to call it that, in the social media age, everybody knows the difference between, not everybody, most people know the difference between Disneyland and Disney World. If you are in this space and you're the kind of person that cares about it being Disneyland's 70th anniversary. So
Right. That's kind of the most disappointing thing. This is all a celebration of Disneyland, its heritage, its legacy, obviously being Walt's original Disneyland or I don't know, theme park, castle theme park, Magic Kingdom, whatever. And like I said, the Matterhorn being missing right there, that's your dead giveaway of all of that. It's just really bizarre, really strange. I don't know what the Walt Disney Company is really thinking when it comes to these ads that they've been sending out, or even the quality of workmanship within the parks. Something's amiss here.
yeah, if they're in a rebuilding phase, okay, sure, save some money while you get these things going. But it really feels to me, as we're hearing about $645 million spent on 2 seasons of Andor, that money really could have gone to good use in those parks to give people an experience that really puts them over the top. Maybe that 645 million, that would I would rather have that 645 million back in order to pay for something that people actually want to experience, like a nice day at Disney. I don't know. This company boggles my mind sometimes with what they're willing to spend money on and what they are not. But in the end, it's probably that they want to move that stock price up because that is the only metric they seem to care about these days. But we wanted to ask you out in the comment section. Yes, you holding your phone. Yes, you on a different tab while you're working. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And while you're over here, if you could hit the like button, we would greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't done it yet, consider subscribing to That Park Plays for all the news that should be fun.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.